Good morning, students. Today we are going to study the poem Fire and Ice, and the poem has been composed by the famous nature poet Robert Frost. The poem is in the syllabus of class 10th, and here in this video we'll study the poem, its whole explanation, along with the figures of speech that have been used in the poem. So, before starting the poem, first of all we'll know about ice and fire and their literary sense. So, students, लिटरेचर में फायर हम कहते हैं पैशन को. पैशन मीन किसी चीज़ को पाने की बहुत ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा जुनून होना. टू हैव अ लॉट ऑफ पैशन, टू बी अ लॉट ऑफ पैशनेट अबाउट अर्निंग समथिंग. एंड आइस मीन coldness, emotionlessness. When we are emotionless and when we have negative emotions, or we can say we are full of hatred towards others, this is called the situation of ice. So fire and ice, they may be sometimes positive, but generally they are the negative traits. So first of all, we'll know about the poet himself. Poet Robert Frost. He is one of the foremost nature poet of America, and his poetry has been written about nature, and he also tries to show the relationship between the human beings and nature through his poetry. And the poem Ice, Fire and Ice, it fully describes the deep idea that one day the passions and the hatred, they'll be the region of ending this world. These are two components that have the disastrous power, and the world will end by one of the components, one of these two components. So we'll start the poem here. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. Some say the world will end in fire. The poet says that the philosophers, they have dual attitude towards the ending of the world, towards the destruction of the world. Some philosophers are of the point that the world will end in fire. Many people think, many philosophers think that one day the fire, the passions, the desires to own the things, the passions and the desires, fire will one day end the world. Some say in ice, and some people say that the world will be ended by ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who who favor fire. But the poet here says that what I have tasted of desire, I have known of desire, I have known of passions or wishes. Desire means to wish for having something. I support with those who favor fire. I support those people who favor fire for ending the world. In very simple words, we can say that the philosophers in this world have dual opinions about ending of the world. Some philosophers are of the point that the world will be ended by the fire, by the passions, by the desires of owning more and more things, and some are of the value and value point that the world will be ended by the ice, mean hatred and emotionlessness towards others. But poet says that if I speak for myself, then I favor those people who are of the point that the world will be ended by the fire, because I have known that the desires, they have a lot of negative impact on the human beings, and the human beings are totally we can say under control for control of their emotions for owning things. So when we talk about the tough words, first of all, desire mean to wish for having something, then hold here for support, and favor to take side of something or someone. Then literary devices that have been used here, they are alliteration, like some say, favor, fire, word, will, etc. etc. Assonance, the repetition of vowel sounds in the middle of the word, hold with those o sounds. Anaphora, when the two consecutive phrases or sentences start with the same word, like some say and some say. The beginning two lines, they have been starting with the word some say. And then enjambment is the continuity of one sentence into the another line. But if it had to perish twice, but again the poet holds the opinion that if it had to perish means to be destroyed, to die twice. If the world is given the chance to die two times, then in the beginning time it will be destroyed by the fire, and if it is again given a chance to be destroyed, I think I know enough of hate. Then the poet says that I know enough of hate. There is a lot of hate in this world. The people have a lot of hatred towards each other in this world. To say that for destruction ice is also great. So it is also correct to say that ice means having emotionlessness or hatred towards other. To say that for destruction ice is also great. Then I can say that ice can also be a great medium for this destruction, for this we can say ending, and would suffice. Suffice means sufficient. So the poet is here saying that suppose the world for one time it is destroyed by fire, and then it is given another chance to be destroyed, then there is enough heat in this world, and this heat will be the cause of the destruction of this world. So students, you have seen the poem that here two different ideas, two opposite ideas. One is the fire and then another one is ice. These two words are opposite of each other, and they are those negative opinions, they are those negative emotions according to literary sense, that they'll one day end the world. And the poet says that first of all there is a lot of passion and we can say desires to own the things among human beings, and this will be the reason of ending the world. And suppose the world is given one more chance to end itself, then it will be ended by the hatred. Rhyme scheme of the whole poem is there. Then ABA, ABC, BCB. This is the rhyme scheme. ABA, ABC, BCB. There's no stanza wise rhyme scheme. Then alliteration again in this stanza. Saved some. And then enjambment. Enjambment, student, is the continuity of one sentence in another line. To say that for destruction ice is also great. So here you have studied a very little poem of Robert Frost, that is Fire and Ice, and the poem connects the nature and the emotions with human beings. And I hope you have understood the poem. By the time we come with the next video, keep learning, keep enjoying literature. Thank you. Have a nice day.